corners knew his name, the walls knew his race. A line in the...
All right, guys, I'm here. Ray McGee at Teach Me Culture. I'm right here with my financial coach. I had to get her. You know, I had to put her on because she helped me out a whole lot. And she helped me out with my finances and, you know, what I should do and how I should crunch these numbers and let you know that is, you know, it's never too late to get your finance together.
Thank you for having me. Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa and I'm a financial coach and I work with formerly incarcerated students. And I've been doing this work for, financial coaching for many years now, but specifically with the ROC program here at Laney College for about 3.5 years or so now. And it's been a pleasure. Like, I've learned a lot. I've learned about the struggles of formerly incarcerated people, and it's been really interesting because, you know, you get to know people on a very deep level.
Yes. And I would like to, commend you on working with us. I'm probably pretty sure how the numbers that you got, you can be a bank manager or something like that. I'm pretty sure you can. You run classes, so explain to them how the classes that you run and what do you teach inside the classes.
So I like to get to know people where they're coming from. So depending on the situation, what they've done, what they haven't done, I like to meet them where they're at. So if you know a little bit about credit, great. If you're new to credit, that's also okay. We would essentially be able to help anyone. But on a one-on-one basis, I ask people, like, what is your budget like? Let's crunch some numbers. Have you ever had anything other than a savings or a checking account? Can you even open a checking and savings account? Because some people that I've encountered literally are in check systems. So what check systems means is that they've either done, they owe money to the banks, there's some fraudulent activity that happened, you name it, that the banks put you on a system called check systems. So we will look at the reports and essentially make a plan of how to get you out of that so you can have traditional banking. I take time to look at credit reports, like, where are you at? If there's any discrepancies, things like that, I help people on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, so tell me this. So, I'm pretty sure you've seen my credit report. I came out after doing 30 years. And it's a lot of people that came out doing a lot of time. That's part of this program. Can you explain the credit system as far as when we come out? Is the slate clean for us, or what type of plan level are we looking at?
So depending on how many years you've served, and everybody has come at different situations, whether it was federal prison, state prison, you name it. Some people were away for a long time. Some people, did a short term. No, there's never a clean slate.
So that debt, like if I had some serious debt from 30 years ago, that will follow me to today?
Not necessarily, but it depends on what happened to the debt. Was there a judgment against the debt back in the day?
Okay, I got arrested. Not to cut you off, I got arrested, and I had a car that I did not pay all the way paid for. It wasn't all the way paid for, but it, eventually they got the car back because I'm here, and so I owe, like, back then I think it was a brand new Nissan Sentra, and I paid maybe $5,000 on a $20,000 car back then. So I owe $15,000. Is that follows me? Do that catch up with me?
I mean, if you never received anything, again, whether a family member might have received your mail or, they would have tried to get in contact with you any form of way.
Yeah.
More than likely, if there's not a lien or a judgment against it, that should have cleared up.
Yeah.
But again, depending on the case, depending on the account, depending on the company, they might decide to do things a little bit differently to see if they can collect their money.
Yeah, okay. And I just threw a story out there. Didn't happen. My credit was good when I came home. Mm-hmm. I was able to build it up with your help, going to get the unsecured loan. So explain the unsecured loan and the loan as far as credit going to pay. You know how you have me go get the debit card, the credit, the unsecured credit card, and you get a secured credit card, but you have to get your credit right before they even do that.
Right. So what you're referring to is either a secured credit card, a regular credit card, or a secured loan or a regular loan.
Yes.
Right. So depending on where your situation is, whether you're building credit or you're flourishing your credit to, extend more lines of credit, you want to see what your next goals are. What are your big goals? What do you want to do down the line to see what type of product fits your lifestyle? Because I always encourage people, don't take on more accounts than what you can handle.
Yes.
Because then that will, go counterintuitive to what you're trying to do.
Yes.
So the difference between a secured loan and a regular loan is that the secured loan, you can kind of treat it as like a backward savings account. So what that means is that they report it as a loan because you're doing payments into it every month.
Yes.
But it's kind of like a mandatory savings for you that you get the money at the end.
Yes.
And most of these products are a lot easier to get because institutions that provide these secured loans understand that people need these because they're either trying to rebuild credit or, kind of essentially start fresh.
Yeah.
And then the regular loans can be like your traditional, car loans, car loans, home loans, personal loans. But the one common misconception that I want to tell you about is that people right away think, I've never had credit, let me take out a car loan as my first account of credit. And that's a common thing I talk to people about because honestly, depending on what your needs are, but more than likely if you go to the lot to get financing through the lot, they're going to run your report many times.
Yes.
So what does that cause? All these inquiries.
Yes.
And those inquiries stack up and they reduce your points for your credit scores. So then you're kind of hurting yourself before you can even get the product.
Yes.
And then what ends up happening is that you may or may not even get the loan depending on how much the loan is because you don't have any credit worthiness. So if this is your first account, I would always encourage you try to get a pre-approval from a credit union to see what they can extend you.
Yes.
Then you go to the lot and tell them what kind of card can you give me for this amount of money.
Yes.
This will save you time, unwanted inquiries, and more than likely you can come out with a car.
Yeah. And I could say that was trial and error for me, learning this. And I remember talking to you about this. My first car, I got it I was maybe 10 months out. And that was maybe about 7 or 8 months out. I got my first apartment, and I went and got me a car. It was a Nissan Altima 2023. I got it from Enterprise rental cars, but they sell cars. They can't, rental cars, you can't go over 50,000 miles.
Right.
So they sell them. They got a car line. So I went and bought me a Nissan Altima for about $20,000. I got a loan. I got finance.
Okay.
I got finance, and they ran my credit score. I didn't have to pay no money because my credit was up there. So, like I say, I was working on. I got my apartment. I started with the little stuff with the phone, paying phone bills and stuff like that, trying to build my credit up. Got the secure credit card.
Okay.
I started off with a 500, giving them 500. Because basically you giving your money and you just loaning yourself money.
Right.
And you paying it back.
Right.
But the good thing about that is that when I paid it off and did the whole year straight, they gave me the money back and gave me a $5,000 loan. Unsecured loan.
Okay.
On the credit card.
Okay, credit. Okay.
So I was able to get that, stable my credit, and buy me a car. So I end up, what I did, this is where the trial and error came in, is when I went to the car, Lexus, I was just to see if I could do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I went to Lexus in November 2024, and I was able to walk out of there with a 2025 Lexus.
Okay.
But they ran my credit 9 times.
Oh yeah. Those
You know what I'm
inquiries.
saying? They ran my credit 9 times. I went through all that where my credit score just plunged. Just plunged down. They ended up financing me through the bank. I wish I would have went to the bank first. Now, that's where the trial and error came in. I should have went to the bank first.
The credit union.
The credit union. But I know that the credit union, the telco, I ain't gonna talk bad about. They didn't give me the loan. They didn't give me my loan. Bank of America financed my loan.
Okay.
So I won with them, and I was already with Bank of America.
Got it.
Through the other's card.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they helped me out, and I was able to walk up out of there with a brand new Lexus in 2024, 2025. So I'm just showing the guys out there that these are the things you got to do to, you know, succeed out here. It's not all about having cash in your money. Everybody think it's about cash. Can you explain that? Cash over credit. Can you explain that, please?
So honestly, we live in a society where your credit worthiness is more valuable than, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars on your bank account, because what happens is
Can
that
you please say that one more time?
your credit worthiness is more important to society than having thousands and thousands of dollars, because what happens is that they will, you know, you need good credit for housing, you need good credit for, you know, different products. If you ever want to buy a home, if you want to get a better rate, if you want to buy a car, everything relies on credit, because you prove that by handling your business, you are trustworthy enough to get more accounts. And one thing I do want to share is, like, if you've never learned anything, because we're also dealing with like generational not having financial literacy, right?
Yes,
like
yes.
I can speak for myself. Like I also did some trial and error, but honestly, like, if you've never seen your credit reports, review your credit reports. If you've been incarcerated for a long time, review your credit reports. If there's even a slight idea that there might be identity theft, act on it, because people can run with information like crazy. Honestly, if you're starting credit like for the first time ever, I would encourage potentially doing a secured loan or a secured credit card.
Yeah.
Because at that point you start somewhere and you're more than likely to get approved for those accounts versus a traditional loan or a traditional credit card. And then you get started from there.
So why I'm bringing you on and why I believe this is a good subject, because I want to reach out to, you know, the brothers out here, teach me culture, because this is what this channel is all about, is teach me culture. And I want to get to the point where I see dudes have a lot of money and they thinking that's what it is, and this is not 1980 where money count. I went to the Coliseum and guys had money and couldn't buy some popcorn. They had a lot of cash on them, and they asking me, you know, can they use my credit card for they can't even buy no popcorn. They got $200-$300 in their pocket and can't buy $2 worth of popcorn.
Right.
So what that tell you?
Yeah,
Where we at?
we're moving to a society where it's just plastic.
It's just
plastic. Well, not even just plastic. You
Yeah.
can tap your phone now.
Yeah.
And pay with the credit card on your phone. So it's like we're moving into a society where it's like the value of money is actually decreasing. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk to you about, is that people really don't know that there's more banking options out there than a regular checking and a savings. Honestly, if you just have money, if you're in a situation where you can save money, you save per month, right? And you just leave it on a checking or a savings, you're doing a disadvantage to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Put it into like a money market account, a CD account,
Money market account.
any of those types of accounts, because those actually produce you revenue than just having your money sit there. And with the cost of inflation and all these other things that are coming up, your worth of your money is actually decreasing.
Yes.
If you just have it sitting in
Yeah,
traditional
just-
savings,
yes.
you're making the bank's money,
Making the
and
bank.
you're losing money for yourself.
Yeah. So, like I say, please, I see, you know, our colleagues is coming in, and you know, we're gonna get the thing started. So, you know, please let it be known that, you know, who you work with, and as far as the incarcerated, ex-incarcerated guys, because you helping me. You helped me many times. You email me, I come see you. So just let the people know, you know, what this is all about.
Yeah, so I encourage everyone to always, you know, reach out to your resources. Rock is a great program to start with. You know, they have a lot of resources internally, and then we also do too internally. So we have a contract with the Rock program where we offer financial coaching to those who are interested. All of our services are free to you guys. And I always say, get started somewhere. You don't know what you don't know, but if you come willing to ask questions, I can guarantee you will learn something.
So what you say about me? Do I come ask questions?
Oh yes, all the time. Please do. I always encourage questions. There's no wrong questions. And I like to throw trick questions at you guys all the time.
Yeah. And a lot of people, you know, they out there scared to ask for help, but don't be scared to ask for help. You know, you got people out here that want to help us. got one out here. It's my financial coach.
Yeah.
You know, you got my Vince over here and Lisa over here. Just you got people that you know that's willing to help. You just gotta ask for it. And like I say, it's never too late to change.
Yep.
Here at Teach Me Coaching. Come back.
Thank you.